my Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your timeless True Love timeline reading. I am your reader, fellow Earth sign Virgo that I am, Mark Angelo Lyons. Mal for short. They are my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle production since 1998. 25 years in service. May 1st, at the time of this timeless recording, I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box, and there's a lot of prayers and practices in there, particularly the heart chakra chapter. I would think that might be helpful on the path of true love in the timeless true love timelines that we're going to be talking about today. So if you like the link in the description box, you can click it and preview it for free and see if it tingles for you or whatever. Trust your intuition. And if you're down in the description box, go check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/drawing the circle seems to be the big thing nowadays, is doing things on Patreon. Been there over a year. At the time of this timeless recording, we have 8 different levels of subscriber: seeker, human, hero, angel, witch, immortal, mystic, god, goddess is one tier, but it is the top tier. They get everything I'm serving on the menu anytime they want, but all of my subscribers, regardless of level of subscription, get 2 things. They get the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s on YouTube. You can get them on Vimeo on demand. There is no extended for this one. This series, a brand new series, by the way. But they also get the daily check-ins, an unlisted YouTube live stream link where they can chat with me every morning, and we chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical implications of said weather, the spiritual implications of it all, always ending with a little prayer, a little spell, a little blessing, a little meditation, a little something, something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to start the day. Yes, I know it rhymes, but it's really my favorite way to start the day because I get to do it from the couch using the laptop, having a cup of coffee, usually in my bathrobe, and that's just lovely for an earth sign and just working from home that way. So if you are looking for a deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more moi, more Mal, on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lions. That's called Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. Hey, everybody's got an archangelic lineage. I just happen to know what mine is because it's written in my name. Clues, tips, and hints. The size of the Hollywood sign. So let's talk about this. This is not a brand new spread for me. A True Love timeline is something I've been doing for myself and friends here and there over the decades. So I'm traveling next week to go see my family. So rather than dive back into the happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract reads with extendeds, I would really like to take a few days off, get some of these done in advance because they are timeless, so I can chill with my parents and actually do St. Patty's Day. Kind of fun. My mom makes an amazing corned beef. Even people who don't like corned beef and cabbage love my mom's corned beef and cabbage because she's Italian. So let's get up in this gig. It's 7 cards. All the signs are getting 3 daughters of the moon. Heart, third eye, crown, internal feminine energy, what's going on behind your eyes, past, present, and future. They'll get 3 mythic tarot, lower 3 chakra masculine energy, outside looking in at you from the inside looking out at people in your life, people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world. And then each sign gets its own special wild card, a deck intuitively picked from, it feels like thousands of divinatory systems I've collected. Sometimes I'll be cleaning and I'll find one, I'll be like, oh, you're added to the list, right? And so you guys are getting the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMarco as your last card down to kind of hopefully sew it all together. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Good cross-watching on this one, I would think. And cross-watchers, sure, you get a little information, inspiration, insight, and hopefully some empathy for what the Taurus you are watching for maybe into. But do keep in mind, they're not always romantic readings. There's a whole section in the description box about soul soul contracts and twin flames and soulmates and true love. Oh my. So, you know, the path of true love is your hero's journey, your healing journey, your spiritual path, whatever you want to call it, through your relationships in your life. So heal one a little bit. You heal all your relationships a little bit because you're the common denominator in all of them. And through the magnificent opportunity of quantum unity, as we heal something, as we move forward on the path of true love, we anchor that vibe onto the planet. And we all know true love conquers all, breaks all curses, heals all wounds sooner or later. So can you imagine a world that's in the true love timeline? That sounds like what I want. So, both feet on the floor if you can. Oh, I think I touched myself there in the heart chakra. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I will do the best that I can. And these, the Aries read was so spot on that I'm really excited for doing this for YouTube and elsewhere. So, the shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. So let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. This is where the magic happens. Still point. And here we go. Using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the internal world, the psychological world, the creative level of power, the personal level of power, heart, third eye, crown dynamic. I call upon my beloved goddesses of earth, the sign of Taurus, powers of the north, please, beloved goddesses of fertile, fixed earth, where has the Taurus collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and/or cross watcher been? Heart, third eye, crown. Where have they been on the path of true love? We're doing all 6 of these cards down, face down, and then we'll turn them over. Where are they now on the path of true love? Heart, third eye, crown. Where are they headed on the path of true love? Heart, third eye, crown. Much faster, huh? And still point. As I call upon my gods of earth, this feels really good. The sign of Taurus, powers of the north, please, my beloved gods. Strong gods of earth. Sign of Taurus, powers of the north, lower 3 chakras, masculine dynamic, outside in, inside out, relationships in the world. What do they need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakras, where have they been on the path of true love? Where are they now on the path of true love? This one feels sort of important. All right. Please, with lower 3 chakras, where are they now on the path of true love, and where are they headed on the path of true love in this timeless true love timeline read? All right. This is feeling like a party trick. Like I can whip these out at a party. Let's see, past, present, future. Remember, this could be yesterday, today, tomorrow, 10 years ago, this week, and next year. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Well, and look what we've... Dear, 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 what do we have here? Where you have been. You have got the 9 of flames in the past. Heart, third eye, crown. I'm going to say that that is definitely throat chakra. Throat chakra is willpower. The 9 of wands, we're used to seeing... This is the 9 of flames, by the way, the wanderer in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. I believe a Romani woman. I'm going to call it out as a gypsy. Romani is, I believe, what's written in the book, with her wagon lit by these 9 flames, but the sun either rising or setting in the distance. That sort of represents the 10th to complete the cycle of fire. Yes, Rider-Waite Tarot. There might be some defensiveness here. There might be a little wall up, and that would make sense with the Tower. Poseidon, the earth shaker, the god of the oceans, one of the 3 brothers of the Olympians. There, when it is a major arcana card in a chakric zone, the way I read, that's all 3. You've been shook in the past. You've been shaken. Something came in an instantaneous moment, brought things down to their foundation. Now, the Tower is not the end. It is not even halfway, or maybe it's a little more than halfway through. the major arcana cycle there. That could also be the kiss of true love, right? So it's not always so destructive. It can be the destruction of something that you thought was false but is true, right? Or true that was false. So I do understand that wanderer, but not all who wander are lost. You may not know what's going on or what was going on in the past at the time, right? But you kept moving forward. And that would make sense if you were on the inside about to complete an element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart's desire. Because here, where you are now, you've got Shakti, the life dancer, the universe, the card of the world, a full cycle, a full circle, and someone is showing up in the physical for this. This is either you looking at yourself, or it is somebody else you are looking at. We have got the Aquarian card of the Queen of Swords, fixed air, the water bearer, but it is an air sign, the stratosphere, 11th house dynamic. Now, is this automatically romantic? I don't know. We'll see. It's only 7 cards. But I will say that if this is you from the outside looking in, if that is the case, if you're feeling that, just see what's in what planets are in the sign of Aquarius in your natal chart, if you can get a hold of it. Or you might be dealing with an Aquarian, but an Aquarian vibe. I don't necessarily, in a general read, you can say it's definitely a sun sign. Who knows? There are too many people on the planet. And whether this is a friend or a relative or a lover or a co-worker, there is something friendly in Aquarians in general, right? They tend to be more humanitarian, more egalitarian, more fair, but also a little dry and distant for water bearers, right? Fixed air is the stratosphere, right? It's not just a stuffy room. They're the freaks of the zodiac. They're ruled by Uranus, so you might want to keep an eye on it. Sorry. It's that fucked up dry humor I was raised with. Just deliver it like it's a fact and make them laugh, Mark. That's my parents speaking through my DNA there. No, look, this could be very friendly. Like, if this is you, then you really are about, like, doing this in a very, very good way. It might be a little head over heart, you know, it might be a little bit more the third eye, but considering what's about to hit next, this does not shock me if that is you from the outside in looking at yourself, because where you're headed, 6 of Pentacles, balance, but also the key word here, success. 6s are numbers of harmony and balance. So you've got this lovely wisdom inside of you in the future. It's not all the way home to the 10 of Pentacles on the inner. Earth on the inner, to me, speaks of experience that you've gotten from living in the world, the wisdom that can't be stolen for you. That's real wealth. Wisdom is wealth that way. So you can read all the books you want, right? Like, remember the first time you got kissed after you had read and heard and seen movies and all of that, and then it actually happened? You ever have a kiss of true love? Freaking devastating, man, in a good way. What's called positive cataclysm, right? Because it is a lightning bolt. It comes out of the blue. Now, again, that's romantic, but let us remember, once upon a time on ABC, the first true love kiss we saw in that series, I feel like it was written by Carl Jung and Carolyn Mace, that series. The kiss of true love happened between the mother and the son after eating the apple, and the rainbow flash went across the land, right? So, I mean, that's obviously fictional television, but it is archetypal. So, you know, the Queen of Swords here with Shakti, look up the word Shakti because it has different meanings. There's the goddess energy, there's Shakti Pat, there's Shakti energy. There might be some stuff in there, particularly if you're like yoga oriented, doing the Eastern kind of thing there. There might really be a connection there, and understand why she dances right on the edge of midnight, right? What, like 1 foot in the day behind, 1 foot in the day ahead. Cool. Because where you're headed, like I said, 6 of Pentacles on the inner, that wisdom, 5 of Swords on the outer, a change of conversation, maybe an argument, maybe a disagreement. 5s are about often mental confrontation where you have to rethink things about this situation that started there, or at least in the past with the Tower, but with this endurance, this move, very, very much like a Taurus, but willpower to choose. Like, no, I'm gonna be fine. We're gonna pick this up. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna keep my boundaries, perhaps, clear, right? With that Rider-Waite version kind of popping up there clairvoyantly for me. And with this here, you know, you'll be able to do something wisely and well here in the present moment. Point of power is always in the present moment. And if you nail that, yeah, so there might be some conversations that go on here that people might not agree with, particularly if you're done with something, right? But you can do this fairly. You could do this in a humanitarian way. And that, of course, comes as a result of the wisdom you have gathered. Not all the way there, but the 6. Success under handicap, right? This is like a Paralympics card. This deck came out in the 80s. I got it when I was 19 years old. Not this version. The original was black and white. They came out with the color deck. I purchased it. It's my favorite deck for that imagery, that feeling of, you know, well, maybe you were limping along, so to speak, you know, inside, right, with that tower thing that happened, right, coming full circle with it, and from that taking forward real wisdom to really maybe stand your ground, which Taurians are usually good at. But that 5 of Swords usually does speak of some kind of conflict, just like the 5 of Wands does. So, it's good to know. Remember, this could be like 1 week, you know, could be 3 years, but let's get your wild card, your last card down, the Divine Animal Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. I'm not going into the difference between spirit animals and totems in this one, because these are quickies, and, you know, for you, sometimes it's not about the quickies, it's about the longy. Comment if you know what movie that's from. Please take a nice deep breath. George Hamilton. Big clue. This feels lovely as I call upon the spirit animals and totems. For the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, the support, the protection, to walk the timeline, the true love timeline, to stay to the true love timeline, which takes immense determination and willingness to, in the words of Matt Kahn, whatever arises, love that, inner and outer. So who walks with them? Who swims with them? Walking along with them in the timelessness of this true love timeline. For Snicked, you got Wolverine. Oh, Logan. Here he has a huge Ackman. Let's look at card number 5. The keyword is fierceness. Oh my god, Wolverine, you're so fierce. Snicked. I am more of a DC than a Marvel boy, but you think I would turn down Tony Stark? Just send Pepper off on an errand, darling. Let's have a drink. I have eschewed such behavior. Gesundheit. Let's keep it sunny, keep it funny, keep it gay, shall we, as I read you the Wolverine. Fierceness. We should develop a sense of healthy fierceness right now. Do not shy away from the things that confront you, but choose carefully how you act. You can be fierce but not angry. Loyalty is important right now. Yeah, nobody wants to face off against a fierce Taurus the bull, all right? Or give you the horns. There's talking about the myth in here, the animal behavior and how it relates, but let's talk about some Wolverine magic. Wolverine magic is to be utilized when you need real will, throat chakra, and determination. When you are against the odds and you need a bit of healthy fierceness to get things done, call on this animal's energy. Also, if you wish to have an energy witness to keep a vow or a secret safely for you, Wolverine would be a great choice. I mean, it's probably better than the Unbreakable Vow. I mean, you know, I know that all of that entire spell work is very problematic on planet Earth right now. But there's always a way to get the job done if you know a professional witch, or maybe you already are. Just saying. So look, this is then a very fierce reading. So it does kind of reframe this, right? Whatever happened here, it's got your guard up on the inside, and that's not a bad thing because you're conserving your energy and protecting yourself to move forward, or at least you were. And what did it bring you? This, like, still sure, high intellectual, maybe head over heart strategists, Aquarians or strategists, like they're saying it from the satellites, like GPS, right? But also usually very fair, very humanitarian, and look up the word egalitarian, right? It's a good word. With Shakti, the life dancer, on the inside, that certainly speaks of somebody who has learned, but all the way home, know where you're headed. You've got success here, but success in perhaps an argument where you can stay grounded and be fierce. This could be with anybody in your life. That's why you go watch the larger romantic, if you want the romantic reads, the Path of True Love reads, the Celtic Cross-based reads with extendeds to go deeper. But this is really, really, really lovely. I love doing this. So, just like we do every single time, new people you may not have heard, I always end my readings with really my number one skill, which is prayer, right? A little blessimation, a combination of a blessing and a summation. To help us what? Be the true love that we are, right? Reveal the statue hidden in the marble, alchemize our lead to gold, and anchor true love on the planet. I feel like I'm already doing the blessings, so please take a nice deep breath. Let's cut to the fierce chase. Good drag name. Still point. Oh. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Taurus collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, watching this video, receiving this reading, may they receive all that they need on the path of true love, because in the past there was something that happened. Lower three chakras all at once, a bolt of lightning, a change, and it came in fast, and as a result, they did wall up a little bit, but element of fire, perseverance, moving forward, very Taurus, by the way, utilizing their throat chakra to make it to the 10, to complete a cycle of desire within themselves. Here, that is certainly showing up, I would think, as this graduation, this completion of the cycle of the world card, Shakti, the life dancer. And if some of the Tauruses and the crosswatchers actually, look up that name, they might find some very, very specific things there to make this general read less general for them. And of course, with the Aquarius card, now Taurus and Aquarius, are they opposite signs? Yes, they are. They are opposite sides. They absolutely are. Fixed air? No, that's not right. No, they're a square, right? Fixed earth to fixed air. Sorry about that. I just had to do geometry in my head. I think I need a nap. But so that is a square. That could be a little tricky if that's somebody in a conflict that you're dealing with here as well. If it's you from the inside looking out, if it's them from the inside looking out, and get them what they need so that they can realize this internal success, this stability, this harmony, this moving forward, perhaps under handicap in some way, shape, or form, during what could be a very verbal but brief, minor arcana is brief argument, conversation, maybe hashing it out, but doing so with a sense of inner success, activating their Wolverine fierceness, ready to go, not necessarily to war. The Queen of Swords does not necessarily go to war. Don't go to war. No, but to do this in a clear, calm, wise, loving, empowered way. May they be blessed with all of that and a side of fries to walk, to keep to be the best that they can be. Anchoring true love, walking the path of true love in their particular flavor, their particular version of the true love timeline for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. So it is. And this could be an argument at work. This could be anything, but it's making you into true love. And I love it. Did you love it? Well, then hit the thumbs up. If you liked it, if you liked the series, this is the beginning of a new series for me here on YouTube, and I'm really enjoying them. I don't have to go all the way down into the Mariana Trench to retrieve the information. This is like much easier, much simpler, and again, a general read. So if you liked it, let me know. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, please subscribe, comment, and all of that. It just helps other people find the to work at this point because I'm over on Patreon and I love it. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Patreon is so wonderful. And really, if you want to get more deeper stuff and all the extendeds to the really large, chunky path of true love and romantic contract reads, come Patreon. On Patreon, no matter what level you subscribe, you get access to those past, present, and into the future as long as you remain subscribers. And if you'd like to book me for a private reading, I can do these anytime, anywhere, apparently. There's a link in the description box, booking a reading with Mal. But at the time of this timeless recording, I'm $100 an hour, whether it's one person or a party. You can hire me for an entire day, right? $100 an hour. But because my anniversary is coming up, 25 years of Drawing the Circle Productions, it's time. 25 years for $100. It's time to up that. Don't know what it's going to be yet. But if you book me now, even if we book it for something after May 1st, I will honor the price. So go check it out if you like. But most importantly, do this. You can do this. I've never met an unfierce Taurus in my life. So, let it out. Just be fair. Just be kind. And remember, keep it sunny. Keep it funny. Keep it gay. And whatever that means to you. Seriously, wishing all the very, very best on the True Love timeline. Do it so we all can get there. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.